Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we're going over Beatrix for the second time. Last time I did like a mini test in Gear Raid 118. This time I'm gonna really push her buttons to see what she can do. And we'll start out with A0 and I'm gonna bring her up to A5 and see what the big difference is. Anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. I was like, okay, so I think this hero is getting a lot of negative responses or reactions from her. When I don't really think that she's bad. For first off, she's a sweet looking hero. This is a really cool looking hero in the game. I mean, she's got like the eye thing going on. She's got a spell book. She literally looks like a sorceress from like Diablo or something. Along those levels, the art is fantastic. But let's go over her skills quick. Talent, when an enemy dies in range, summons one Dream Eater. This has a cooldown of 15 seconds. When Dream Eater explodes, Beatrix restores 2% rage. But what is a Dream Eater? Dream Eater inherits 100% of the Master's attributes and assists the Master in attacking enemies in range. Each attack deals 40% AoE magic damage to up to 5 enemies. The Dream Eater exists for 18 seconds and explodes upon expiration, dealing 100% AoE magic damage to up to 5 enemies. Up to 4 Dream Eaters can exist simultaneously. So you can only get 4, but we're looking at a lot of damage. The weird part about her is her range here. So she has an odd range. It's not bad, it's actually kind of unique. So in some of the stages, I have noticed that she can reach further off to her sides, and all of her Dream Eaters will attack those enemies that far away. So she's able to hit enemies that are kind of like out of normal range, or especially for mages and magic damage. Anyways, on her basic, she deals 120% AoE damage to up to 5 enemies, so it's all AoE. On Nightmare Curse, first passive, the basic attack of the hero and Dream Eater has a 30% chance of inflicting slow on enemies. She doesn't need anybody to help her out with getting the extra damage from enemies being inflicted with some kind of CC effect, or the Lord bonus, which is nice. Okay, so on Spirit Drain, the last passive, when an allied summon spawns on the battlefield, increases the hero's attack by 1%, stacking up to 10 times. So you can get extra 10% attack after 10 summons have come onto the battlefield. Now you can take somebody like Xeris. You pop a Xeris down quick, maybe put him down, pick him up, whatever. I don't know why you would do that before he's actually done doing his attacks. But you know, I think a Cyrus is a really good combination if you're running like a ESO/cultist team. You can bring him out, or even if he's out there not as being the Lord, he's just on the field, you know, summoning skeletons like in Gear Raid 1, and then they die, and then he resummons them and resummons them up to 10 times, so she gets that full benefit. Now on the Awakenings, Awaken level 1, each stack of Spirit Drain increases attack by 1%. Dream Eater's death can also grant 1 stack of Spirit Drain. And Spirit Drain is the extra 1% stacking up to 10 times. I think that's going to be, it reads out to like being 1%. Basically, it's doubling up the attack percentage, which is nice. On the A2, she gets attack plus 300. Don't underestimate that. I always say that it's on your base stats, so all that attack percentage that you add on is going to really add up. And when Dream Eater dies, Beatrix restores 10% of her HP. Okay. Not really a big deal. Awaken 4 is going to be cost -3. This might make her pretty viable in arena, especially with like Xeris in the mix, you know. That could work really well with those two kind of coming out summoning things. And speaking of that, the HP restoration might help her a little bit in like GVG or something. So Awaken 5 increases the number of Dream Eaters summoned by the ultimate by 1. When the talent is triggered, there's a 25% chance to summon 2 Dream Eaters. So she can keep those like maximum stack of Dream Eaters coming up much more easier at Awaken 5. Anyways, how am I going to gear? It's going to be in a Soulbound Arcana set because she's going to be activating her ultimate quite a bit. We are going to take her into Gear Raid 121, and we are looking for attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus. A lot of attack where I could get it, but mainly just looking for attack bonus, enough crit rate, some attack speed, and crit damage. On the left side, we're going for Warlord, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and flat attack if you can get it. And she comes out to a total of about 18.5. I'm going to assume that's going to be more around 19.5 to 20k attack when she's Awakened level 2 with that extra base stats. So you can see what I mean by don't underestimate Awakened 2s on a lot of these heroes when it just boosts up their base stats, because it adds up more than you think. But she is coming in at a total of 18.5k attack, crit capped, and 314% crit damage. We are bringing her into no power of dominance on Gear Raid 1. That's going to make a big difference. On the artifact, we're going with maxed out Tier Twilight. It's just really hard to beat that attack percentage being increased by 30%. I mean, what more can I say? We are starting off with A0, and what I'm going to do is just go ahead and awaken her all the way to A5 on the second test and see what the damage numbers come out to see if they're any different. Okay, so the team, I am going to actually pull Vanoma. I'm going to go ahead and put Cyrus in there. There we go. And Cyrus is going to be in just whatever gear he's got on. It's nothing special. We are going to run Eloin. We're going to run Honora. Honora has this ability in her skills to... Honora has this ability on her skills in Agitation or Passive. When on the battlefield, increases the attack of Labor, that's her summon, by 15%, and grants damage increase to all other allied summons, which is an extra 10% damage boost. Not a lot. I wish it was a little bit more than that, but it is what it is. She is also going to be doing some damage on the left side, because Beatrix cannot reach both sides, so you're going to have to find a way to cover the other side. We're going to be cycling out Laurel, so I'm bringing Volca as well. We're bringing Demi. Demi is going to be offering a Lord bonus of increases the faction team members' basic attributes by 15%, increases faction team members' damage dealt to enemies inflicted with slow, freeze, stun, freeze, mobilize state, and other CC effects by 30%, using an extra 30% boost there. When faction team members kill an enemy, increases their damage by 12% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So if she's able to take out like 2 or 3 of them, she's going to get another 36% damage boost until she finishes off the wave. It really works well for Gear Raid 121. I do not have an issue with Demi. I know a lot of people really hate her, but I like her Lord bonus a lot. I'm not going to say it's better or worse, but we are bringing Hollow. She's going to be going in there for some rage regen and some heals. We're going to bring Artemis for anti-heal, which works out perfectly because he is the cultist faction. He kind of fits right in there with this comp. And then we're going to bring Dolores. Dolores is coming in right around 13.9k attack, which is really nice. Now, how free-to-play accessible is this team? Well, it's not too crazy free to accessible. I mean, we are running Cyrus, Eloin, Honora, Demi, and Artemis, which all can be kind of difficult heroes to get. But you can replace Artemis with any anti-heal. You just need an anti-heal in there. Honora, you're not going to get the same kind of damage because she's going to increase the summons damage by 10%, and that's going to be hard to replace in anybody else. She's kind of like the only one that does that right now. And Cyrus is there to just increase the summons. Eloin's just there from healing and rage regen. But you could bring a different healer. You just need somebody to heal that left side when Honora is standing over there. So let's just jump in and see how this goes. Got a pretty good idea. It's gonna go okay. I don't think it's gonna be bad. Power dominance is off. You can see it's not up in the little corner here. We are gonna start out right away by putting Beatrix down, and then Dolores. It's gonna give her a nice little attack boost of 10%. Next one we're gonna shoot for is going to be Artemis to make sure he's ready to do the anti-heals. And then we gotta get somebody out there to start healing. Okay, you can see she can't reach anybody at this point. This little area here does enable her to reach the boss though. And so, occasionally if she has summons up, I believe she does hit these enemies. So I've seen her do it in like the last few waves. So is she hitting them? Yep, there she goes. She's hitting everybody. She's just doing what their AoE hit, which is fine. Alright, so Artemis doesn't have a lot of rage regen, so we're gonna have to go ahead and place down Hollow quickly. And we'll start with Beatrix to get her ult going. And then we'll do Artemis as well. And the next step is gonna get Eloin over here and then Honora. You can see she's doing a decent chunk of damage here. She's in a Soul Arcana set, so this will stack higher and higher. Killed an enemy, so just getting increased damages. Going on, so now we need to get Eloin out. So who she could touch, she did a good job taking care of them. She left one kind of lingering a lot around there for some reason, I'm not really sure why. But she is hitting them, she is kind of ticking off of the boss a little bit. So now it's Honora's turn to get out on the field. And I do like to help out Honora with Eloin. Sometimes I like to help out these guys over here with heals. I do not have my Pantheon bonus leveled up. Guys, make sure you are doing that on the test server. It is a real nuisance not to have access to that, believe me. We're going to go ahead and activate them now. I'm going to go ahead and place down Laurel and then pick her up. Activate Hollow. Nora's doing a good chunk of damage on the left side. Here we are with Beatrix and Nora trying to take out these last two guys over here. You gotta remember that Nora cannot receive any kind of bonus damage from, I should say, buffs or anything like that. But she does a ton of damage without it. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Beatrix again. Then we'll go ahead and get Artemis going because he's about to put the Forsaken Totem down. There we go, I got the anti-heal up. I'll activate Demi. She doesn't really need to be out on the field. Alright, let's go ahead and pull her. I'm gonna go ahead and put Cyrus down. We're gonna wait with Nora this time. I put Laurel down, pick her up. Get everybody ready again. Turtle's up there trying to heal nobody. Just perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and try to help heal them again. Make sure they stay alive. These guys are actually kind of a pain. Missing that health boost really sucks, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna activate everybody again. We're even gonna hit Nora. I'm gonna activate Cyrus, get another skeleton out so they can kill him, hopefully. There you go. That should be a 2% boost right now, I think. Well, 3 because we had Nora. Artemis is helping clean up those guys on the left side, which is nice. Activate Hollow. I'm gonna hit Cyrus again. We're gonna go ahead and put down Laurel and then pick her up again. Make sure everybody is ready. And we're gonna go ahead and start whacking these guys again. Here we go. Could wait with Artemis, but I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him. Skeleton's still up, so we'll wait with him. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Eloin in a moment. Make sure that these guys stay going. Get another spawn out from Cyrus. I'm gonna hit him with Nora. By the way, I love Nora, guys. I don't use her enough on my main account, but he is absolutely nutty. I think there's some cool stuff gonna be going on with GBG and all these summons and whatnot. It'll be kind of interesting. Alright, so we're gonna put down Laurel Picker. I'm just gonna wait, actually. We will wait. Stay alive. Get everybody going. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Laurel. Activate Hollow. I just lost Beatrix. That's what I mean by it's really hard to keep these guys alive. Even with the Wood Elf on her. Alright, so we lost a bunch of damage there. That is not Beatrix's fault. That is just an inability of the test server, which really sucks. But it kind of is what it is. Let's get her back out in the field quick. If she can finish off the fight a little bit here at least. There you go, she's got some summons going. Doing some damage. But she did lose out a bit there. Now the next run, regardless of what the test scores show on this, I am going to go ahead and awaken her. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat that she hit right around 100 mil in testing prior to this. So that can kind of give us like a score to go off of, so when we go to the next test we can see, and that makes kind of sense. You know, she's around 20 million off. Nora kind of picked up the extra damage coming from that. Everybody else really isn't doing that much. It's just mostly on Nora and Beatrix. And for that, she's doing really well. I mean, considering the Pantheon is so weak on this test server account. I think it's at like level 80 total, and they're not really getting many base stats for HP or anything. So, alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and awaken her, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are at awaken level 5. She has really good gear on, maxed out tier, and she's sitting right around 94.1k VP. So she's not doing anything too crazy there. I want to see the stat difference. like I said, about 1,000 difference in attack from that plus 300 base. So, I mean, take it or leave it, it is nice. It does count for something. And now remember, on the Awakened 1, she's going to get extra 1% attack every time she gets Spirit Drain. On the Awakened 2, she gets plus 300 attack. Awakened level 3, when Dreamer dies, she can restore HP. Awakened 4 is cheaper cost, which is going to help us get our heroes out a little earlier. Awakened 5 is increases the number of Dream Eaters summoned by the ultimate by 1. And when the talent is triggered, there's a 25% chance to summon 2 Dream Eaters instead of 1. Alright, let's go back in there. I'm not going to change anything else on anybody to try to keep them alive. If something happens, if something happens. But I will try to keep an eye a little bit better and see if she kind of dominates Honora a little bit better. Alright, so there's Beatrix. Here comes Dolores. All these guys should be out here a little bit sooner than they were last time, and it looks like that's the case. Go with Artemis right here. I wish she could reach this area. That way I could actually do like a full test of just her doing the damage. But I think she'd be able to handle it if she could, but she just can't reach. Not a game breaker or anything like that. It doesn't hurt too much. It's just that it'd be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put down Laurel. And as soon as Artemis is ready, we're gonna go ahead and activate everybody. I'm gonna pick up Laurel. I'm going to go ahead and put down Hollow. And then we'll put down Eloin next. Doing about 50k per hit. You see she has a lot more summons out here this time. Let's start with Eloin. She gonna leave those guys sitting there yet? Nope, she took care of them. It's kind of cool. Now she's hitting the boss. You can see that now, right? Alright, so we do need to get Honora out on the field next. I'm gonna go ahead and activate it right away. Oh, it didn't work. Wait. Let's get him going. And then the next one, we're gonna go ahead and get Cyrus out. After we cycle Laurel, of course. Okay, you could definitely see that they're going down a lot faster. Gonna go up there and start attacking the boss. It's kind of interesting. Then she exploded, so you got a little bit of a head start on this wave coming in. And she's ready to hit them again. So let's just let her. We'll hold that. Go ahead and summon Cyrus's Skelly again. The little Skellies out there so they can die. Their sacrifices. Her damage is really adding up. You could see that she just did that explosion. Did a really good chunk of damage, especially with having all those extra summons out there. That's a big difference too, is when they die, they're gonna be like, what? 200% more AoE damage when they hit. Makes a big difference, you'd be surprised. Go ahead and get another skeleton out. We'll activate Hollow. I'll go ahead and activate all these guys. Make sure these guys, hopefully they stay alive. We will wait on her. And go ahead and pick up Laurel. Activate Artemis and activate Honora. Get another skeleton out. For every time she does that, she gets an extra attack boost. I mean, it seems to be working a lot better at A5, doesn't it? I mean, A5 is obviously going to be a lot better. I mean, she's got the extra summons coming in. It's kind of wild. And she is hitting the boss up there. They're about to explode, I think. Yep. He's sitting right around 70%, 80%. Okay, so this is the one I need to time a little bit better this time. I'm gonna wait on Cyrus. Going to go ahead and activate. Well, I'll wait for putting Laurel down. I'll activate her. Activate Dolores. Activate Artemis. I'm gonna pick up Laurel. Place down the healers. Get everybody's heals going. And summon another skeleton from Cyrus. So I think we are at like maximum damage right now. Now I'm just trying to make sure she doesn't die. Because that is stupid when that happens. Alright, so activate another skeleton. We're gonna go ahead and activate Beatrix and Dolores again. And Artemis should be ready in time to make sure the anti-heal goes away. Yes, we'll keep it right here. Going a lot better this time. She's not that bad. I think she's a pretty good hero. I mean, she's no like Comet, I don't think, but it's not like you can't make good use of her, right? Little skeleton will help keep him off the wall, I think. We should hit the guy. Drop Laurel, pick her up. Activate Beatrix again. This time I'm gonna go ahead and put down Volca. I'm gonna put it on auto. Just let them finish off the fight. And there you have it. Now, the gear is pretty good that she's wearing, but there's only really 2 sets that you need to have really good gear. That's going to be Beatrix and Honora. And A0 Beatrix, she can do this. I know I failed that run, but she can do this, so don't be fooled. And start thinking that she can't. She can do this very easily. I just didn't heal her right. So what's the damage numbers difference? 108 million. So compared to my normal testing, she's gained about 8 million damage. It's kind of hard for her to do much more if she's not taking care of the damage on the left side. But she is doing a really good job on the right side. And if you're running a Nora with her, you're looking at a really good hero and a really addition to your team, especially if you're struggling with Gear Raid 121. This is going to really help you out. Well, there you have it, guys. I'm a fan. I like Beatrix. I wouldn't go crazy pulling for her, but if you do pull her, I wouldn't be sad at all. She is a good hero. She's not terrible like everybody's saying. She's like Cratch 2.0 or something, because she's not. She's actually doing a really decent amount of damage compared to Cratch, and even though she's got that super weird range, it doesn't really exclude her from being able to be usable, kind of unlike Cratch. He just doesn't do any damage, and she is doing damage. Like I showed you, if she could reach that farther zone on Gear Raid 121, she'd be wrecking the whole place, even at A0. But anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to join the Discord. We have hero guides, stage guides, Void Rift guides, takeovers, and a really good community. I think we're boosted up to about 500 users in there right now. And I'm really strict about making sure that it stays a friendly community. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.